Alright everyone, here we are with another video to invest for tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of the video, guys. Right after this chart analysis, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. I managed to find 2 home run opportunities. Our highest one was 200% plus on the day. It all happened within an hour after the bell. And if that's something you want to become part of, you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And the community is filled with smart, intelligent investors. And that's something you can become part of too by joining us. The link is down below in the description. And we look forward to having you join us. Now, here we are with XCLA, Exela Technologies Inc. And we've been following this one pretty closely. I talked about, is this the bottom? We saw yesterday, 253, and if this is going to bounce back up. And we certainly saw some strength today. Now, before we go into some details here and what's important moving forward, I just want to emphasize something, because there's a lot of new viewers and a lot of new investors coming across the channel. And I haven't said this in a while, but I make these videos out of gratitude. I like to share my opinions and thoughts to further equip investors for the next trading day based off what they see in their charts, my charts, and they can make a rational decision based off that information. That is fine. Now, through these chart analysis, you get to see information on stocks you were searching and you were looking for. But the second half of the video is where the money's at. You're leaving money on the table if you're not watching the second half of the videos, because the stock market is much larger than just the stocks in your portfolio, the stocks that you know of, or the stocks that you're watching. There's opportunities everywhere, and that is something I do want to enlighten you as an investor. It took me some time to realize, and once I realized it, I started becoming more of what I call a freelancer, right? I'm looking for every single opportunity everywhere I could be, in every sector of the market, every day, every night, right? Every single day, I'm looking for information every night, doing more research. So I do want to encourage you guys to watch the second half of the video. There's a lot more information. There's always a ticker symbol, and you get to see what it is that I experience daily, as well as the other members over at the Discord. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, check it out. I'm sure you won't want to miss it, and you're going to learn a lot from it. So here we are with XCLA. So XCLA, it broke through, right, those lows that we had seen before. It touched 254, jumped back up, consolidated, and it hit new highs today, right? It touched the 3s again. So the highest point that it reached was 313. That is the resistance level that the bulls need to break through and turn into a support to continue pushing upwards. If they accomplish that, the next one's up here at 339, and then all the way up here at 405, guys. So keep that in mind, 339, 405. If they accomplish breaking through 313 and continuing to push upwards to build momentum to the upside. If not, this could be a bull trap, and it can start pulling downwards. Now, if it does pull downwards, the first support level I would watch to dissect this as much as possible is 284, then the lowest point of the day, 267, and then all the way down to 254. If that continues to be broken through, we could be on our way down to newer lows, newer support levels not seen before since this bearish run, and that is something to be aware of. Now, I know a lot of investors that are very, very excited about these levels, and even if it pulls back, because they're adding more to their position because they see the squeezing. Now, the question is, do you see it squeezing again past $5, close to it, and do you think it can still break through these highs up here of $7? That's the main question there. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive the insight as well. And all I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something you want to become part of by knowing the live updates on when I mention them, you can join us. The link is down below in the description, and we look forward to having you join us. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I want to share with you guys today is one that I've talked about before. It's already jumped up nearly 10 to 20% since it hit its most recent bottom. We've been watching it at these levels. But before we jump into this chart and everything about it, I want to share with you guys the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So we hit 2 home runs today. One was 20% plus at its highest point of possibility, and the other went up nearly 200% today, guys. So we talked about NURO and MEDS, BHAT, and BBIG. So these gave us small jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, 10% plus. But our home runs of the day were NURO and MEDS. So we talked about NURO yesterday since the lows here of 384. For those of you that have watched yesterday's video, this ran up 300% plus on the day, and combined from yesterday to today, it has gone up 1,000%, guys. Because today when we mentioned it, it went ahead and gave us a 200+% opportunity at its highest point when I mentioned it in the pre-market in the 13s. But from yesterday's low of 384 all the way up to today's high of nearly $39, this has gone up 1,000%, guys. And between the 2 times when we started watching it, it's given us 500% plus opportunities from the moments we started watching it all the way up to their highest points of possibility. This doesn't happen every single day, but opportunities like these are bound to be maximized and opportunistic, and you could see it in the charts. They speak for themselves. Now, a more realistic expectation of what to look for as a home run, as I call it, on the daily opportunities is 20% plus, guys. 10 to 20% for me is phenomenal. Anything beyond 20% is a home run, and this turned out to be a home run with realistic expectations. We talked about it in the pre-market, started to pull downwards, hit its lows, jumped up 10 to 15% in that whole volatility, pulled back down, and went up to a highest point of 20% plus, guys. If you want to know what stocks I watch daily and you want to become part of a community filled with smart, intelligent investors, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. So the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. Well, before we do talk about that, I just want to talk about this bounce here, how we pulled back pretty quickly, and it seems like we're already recovering. And this is why we were falling, right? These headlines right here, okay? That's why we fell on these days, the different variants, the uncertainty, the doubt, and now we are seeing these type of headlines. Investors should brace for a 2-month correction despite market comeback, right? So now they're putting in fear again as it's overextending. And then yesterday as well, I believe it was Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan. If you want to do more research on that real quick, you can. They upped their total analysis rating to the upside of the S&P 500, like the price target. They upped it to 4,600 towards the end of the year or coming months, right? And right now we're at 4,354. So there's some upside based off those analysis. Now, the way that we pulled back pretty fast and we jumped up pretty fast could show that if this doesn't continue with momentum or consolidate, we could fall again. Now, back in the end of June, I did a video talking about how they stated July was going to be rocky, right? And it's been pretty rocky on the way up, and it's been fighting to go higher, falls back down, jumps back up, and then we've been falling. We're jumping back up. The question mark is, are we going to fall again, right? And pull back down. Now, if we go into a 2-month correction, then August and September historically, which I just want to kind of point this out, is slow months in investing, right? They tend to be that way. Now, they could be completely different. There's still going to be opportunities every day. That's what I stated towards the end of June, and that in July we kept on going higher, and there's been opportunities to trade daily every single day. I believe this week and last week, towards the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, have been some of the best days in trading, not even in the last month or last several months, I believe in the whole entire year. Pretty interesting enough, even when all this volatility and uncertainty is happening, because I mean, like you just saw, in 2 days, one day it went up 300 plus, The next day it went up 200 plus. But from those numbers, literally, right, down there at 384, right, lowest point when we talked about it, when it was in the pre-market, all the way to today's highs above $38, that's 10x, right? That doesn't happen every day. No one can have a fortune teller and say, I knew that was coming. It's not about that. It's about looking for momentum, and within that momentum, as a trader or investor, get your piece of the pie. It's all about the entries and the exits and focus, right? So that is something that I just wanted to point out, that it may seem a little rocky. There's going to be headlines again posting fear, and even when fear is being thrown out there, like these headlines, the S&P 500 keeps on going higher, right? It has a mind of its own. But what's the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list? Well, that ticker symbol is UpHealth, okay? UPH. This is a stock that I talked about when it was getting close to the sixes and it started pulling downwards, hit lows here at 565, jumped back up, nearly giving a 10 to 15% opportunity, pulled back down recently to lows of 550, 554-ish, around that area, and has shot up to a high of 641. When you do the math, that right there is nearly 20% plus from those lows. I mean, it's nice jump of 10 to 15% all over again. The question is, could this consolidate or have a healthy pullback and jump up, hitting newer highs, newer lows, and so forth? So this is something just based off the chart. We've been watching this near its all-time lows recently, and that seems to have bottomed so far. I'm not saying that it is. It could retest it. It can break through it in the near future, but it's all about maximizing the opportunity. We've been watching this one closely, and moving forward, if it goes back down to those points, it's a great opportunity to be watching it, understanding it, doing research on it, and if it consolidates or pulls back in a healthy manner as a setup for the next bull run, opportunities are forming, guys. Definitely do your research on this stock, what they focus on, what their goals are, and who they are. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions on any of the stocks I mentioned. If not, I'm here to enlighten you guys on the opportunities I'm watching, why I'm watching them, what I like about them. And thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.